So I just wanted to do a quick little rundown. I'm gonna go for a ride and I'm gonna try out some new stuff today. So this is a Ripple impact gear. And this is their like undershorts. They have like padding that's not only supposed to help with comfort, but also I guess give you a little bit of protection. So I'll be wearing those. Then I will be testing out my new GP Pro gloves from Alpine Star. And then also I'm going to be wearing these armored jeans. I've worn them before, but I've never like really like did a first like person view of them. So these are road gears. Let me see. Yeah, road gears. I have a discount code that'll be in the description for them. I actually bought these myself, so it's not like I'm saying good things about them for that. But it's got armor in the knees and in the hips, and then it's Kevlar line. The only thing down so far that I've found with them is the zippers are kind of where the armor pockets are kind of, they get caught really easy, and then the pockets are pretty big compared to the armor, so you kind of have to like, once I get them on, I kind of move them around, have to get them put in the spot, and if I walk too much they get out of position. But other than that, they're great. I've ridden to work with them, worked a 12-hour shift in them, and then rode home in them, and they were comfortable the whole time. So anyway, so I'm gonna get geared up and get ready to go out. GoPro running, 360 running, both the mics running. Start up the fight and my gloves on. So I think, oh no, there's my wallet. That's good. All right, cool. I'm not as fucked up as I thought I was. I thought I forgot my wallet, and I also forgot to do my chin strap, so cruise in here into the shade. This is 14 minutes of getting my glove off. See if I can do this with just one glove. I was like, what the hell's flapping? I took the string out of my hoodie. But nope. Forgot to do my helmet strap. At least I figured it out here instead of out on the highway. Alright. Gotta say, being responsible and wearing gear is a commitment. Because for a long time, all I did was throw a hoodie on and my helmet and grab some mechanic gloves and go. So wearing all the gear pretty much all the time is definitely a commitment. So speaking of gear, just a rundown of what I got on. I've got an MBT Generation 1 hoodie, which is way too big on me now because I lost a bunch of weight. Which is good to lose the weight, but also sucks that now I have expensive riding gear that doesn't fit very good. But I'll take it. So I got my MBT armored hoodie. I guess it'd be Gen 1. And then I got my ride gears. God, my brain isn't working. Is it ride gears or rider's gear? Rider gears? Ride gears, I think it is. Jesus. Anyway, so I got those pants on. I did a little preview of it before at the beginning, so you can go back and look at that. If not, I'll put a subtitle down here saying what it actually is. And then got my Alpine Star Fast 3, I think they're Fast 3 high top riding boots or shoes or whatever the hell they're called. But yeah, I just got my new Alpine Star GP Pro gloves, so this is my first ride with them. So far, I'm really liking them. They definitely can see, I mean, it's going to take a little bit to break them in. I mean, they're obviously not as comfortable as my gloves I've been wearing for a while, but I think once they break in a little bit, they're going to be great. They're really comfortable, they don't move. Just gotta break in a little bit. They feel really nice. Super good protection. Got the hard plastic or resin or whatever it is that
sliders for the palms, hard knuckles, hard wrist protection. I don't know, those Ripple riding shorts kind of felt weird when I first put them on, but I ain't gonna lie, man. It's kind of comfy on the tush. But dude, hopefully my lenses are okay. Whatever that truck was dumping out, got all over my visor. Hopefully it's not all over the lenses of my camera. Anyway, hopefully I didn't just make it worse. But so yeah, still trying out a lot of gear to find out what I like. Like I said though, some of the stuff I wish I'd known I was going to lose too much weight before I freaking ordered a lot of that stuff though, because I spent a lot of money on gear that doesn't really fit that well anymore. Oh well. I got my Dainese tieback, and that's got my Moto pump and my patch kit in there, little odds and stuff for tightening down my camera equipment and stuff. But I'm also testing out a new thing I tried on my DJI mics, because I don't know if they're just so I got the DJI mic fused, and I don't know if they're just too hot for being on a bike. So even with the gain all the way down, and like I have it muffled and all kinds of stuff, and windsock and all that kind of stuff, and it's still just trying to get it to where it's not clipping. It's really hard. I'm trying all the kinds of different stuff for that. So I just saw a little trick on that guy's YouTube page the other day, so I'm trying it out. If it actually works, I'll give him a shout out when I actually start editing this one, because if that fixes my issue, I'm gonna be jumping up and down. It's been pretty frustrating trying to get quality sound. I mean, it doesn't help that my bike's loud as hell now, but even before then, even before I got my bike put on, just like I have to muffle it so much that it use so much editing stuff that it makes it get that weird robotic sound, and then it like cuts in and out. So really hoping that this'll fix it. Work today, I'm out riding, and what am I doing? I'm riding the exact same route I ride to work every day. Well, I'm not going to go exactly the same way, but part of that's because that's just the way where I live, that's just kind of the way it is. There's only so many ways in and out. But there's a bike shop I want to stop in. They have a 2022 Aprilia RSV4 factory brand new. It's a 2022, but it's brand new. And they've got it marked all the way down to like 18K. So I've been eyeing it. I wanted to come actually look at it first, sit on it, see how it feels, all that kind of good stuff. So figured, you know, just to give me something to do on my time out riding. So I'm gonna take a part, I'm gonna take the back way over there. Freaking wind, man. And again, I don't know if any mic's gonna be able to handle that. And I get pretty loud when I really get on it. And for me, I brought my earplugs and I forgot to put them in. That's the only thing that sucks about getting used to new habits is it's not a habit, you just don't think about it. Plus, when I'm hooking up all this camera gear and all this kind of stuff when I'm getting ready to ride, it's just like, I forget enough stuff to deal with this, like before when I forgot to hook my chin strap, and like I got so much stuff going on that I don't know, maybe I should just write a checklist and start going through it before I leave the house. Make sure I got everything, you know. See if I can remember how to get to this place. It's been a while since I've been there. I always love this scenery coming over this hilltop. See the whole valley in there. Definitely some pretty country out here. Two for two. Two Harley riders that have waved back at me since I left the house. I think it's kind of funny. Like, I don't get I think a lot of it's just fed off of people have like one bad experience and then they're just like, fuck those guys. Both directions, whether it's Harley guys bitching about freaking sport bike riders or sport bike riders bitching about Harley guys. And here I am over here seeing both. Like, why have it one way when you can have both? Oh man, I'm glad I got out and did this though, because it's been a hectic couple of days. I've been off work, but it's just been hectic. running around doing errands, just shuffling people around, all that kind of stuff. So, nothing else, it'll just be a cool little chill ride just to have some fun and maybe check out a cool bike and then head back home. Definitely be glad when I get better at editing though, because it freaking takes me forever. I'm sure once I get better at it, it'll be okay. But it just sucks because it's hard, you know, you hear people talking about it, but it's true, you know, you spend, especially when you're new, you spend all this time freaking editing and doing all this stuff with a video, and then it gets like 5 views and you're like, wow. And then you never know how the algorithm's gonna work, because like it'll like, sorry, I got kind of sidetracked. Trying to practice on my trail braking, like even when I'm not really pushing it, just going into the corner with the front brake on and then just trying to get the mental steps down at a slow speed. That way, get on the track, I can actually have some fun with it. But anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, the algorithm's so weird because you'll spend all this time working on a freaking spend all this time working on a video that gets like 4 views, and you're just like, wow, that was something. And then you take like 2 seconds, just, you know, snap a couple of pictures and, you know, whatever or something, and then throw it up there and it gets like 1,000 views and you're like, what the hell? So weird. And I must be riding towards the wind. I'm not going that fast and I'm catching a lot of freaking wind. It must be blowing this direction. Yep, I can feel it on the right side of my body. See stuff blowing across the road too. Blowing pretty hard this direction, so. I was wondering, I was like, ah, dang man, why is there so much freaking Why there's so much wind? I'm not going that fast. Trying to remember which exit I have to go to. I think it's Honor. Definitely gonna put my earplugs in on the way home. I remember. Man, freaking headwind is kicking my butt. The only thing about having a naked bike, man, get on the freeway and start ripping it, especially if you have any kind of a headwind. It's pretty rough. this sport bike shop is actually in the same building. I haven't been there since they switched, but it's Arlen Ness's shop, which Arlen Ness, if you don't know, if you're in the sport bike world, you don't know much about like Harley world and choppers and all that kind of stuff. Is Arlen Ness is like one of the, they call him the Godfather of chop, because he was like one of the big, first big guys that became pretty famous for building custom choppers and all that kind of stuff. But I guess he passed away a couple years ago, so I guess since they had switched to where they were doing, still doing customs, but then they had Victory, and then they switched to Indian, which they still do Indian, I'm pretty sure, but they also, I guess, now they do like Ducati, Aprilia, what's the other one? Triumph. Can you get in there? That's you. Guess we'll just have to fucking... Thought I could get in there. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been here, so I wasn't sure. So anyway, yeah, this is Arlen Ness. If I can get a shot at this time. Arlen Ness motorcycles. They do Aprilia, Ducati, Can-Am, like Polaris, Triumph, and India Vista. Although the last I checked, they don't even have any India Vistas in their inventory. So this is my first time being here since they started carrying anything other than V-twin type stuff, whether it be Honda or not Honda, but Harley or choppers or Indian. So you can check it out. Looks like they have some pretty good stuff on their website. So alright, I'll catch you guys in a minute.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and keeps you updated on all our latest content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new uploads. We've got a lot more exciting content coming your way that you definitely won't want to miss. Also, if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. We love hearing from you, and we'll do our best to respond to everyone. Finally, be sure to follow us on our social media channels for more behind-the-scenes content and updates. You can find all the links in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.